Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of TBL News the Pod, or TBL News the Video Pod if you are listening on YouTube or TBLTV.tv. I'm Brad Smith, the lead reporter and podcaster of the Glass City Wranglers, and today I will be talking about their 2 Week 7 games, starting with their 89-81 point victory over the Flint United in an Upper Midwest bout. Now, following the 2023 All-Star festivities, it was time for the Glass City Wranglers to reignite their chase, to assert themselves as the top team in the Upper Midwest. Entering their game against Flint, they sat just one game back of the first place Kokomo Bobcats, but with the Bobcats suffering a 96-109 loss to Medora Timberjacks, Glass City just needed to win their game on Saturday versus Flint to tie the Bobcats for first place. All told, the Wranglers would do just that, defeating the United 89-81 in a low-scoring affair that saw Glass City crash the glass. Following a quiet performance in the 2023 TBL All-Star Game, superstar point guard Chris Darrington remained quiet, recording a season-low 17 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal on 5 of 13 shooting from the field and 3 of 6 shooting from three-point range in 39 minutes and 25 seconds. In addition, star shooting guard Anthony Carmon also struggled versus Flint, finishing with just 3 points and 3 rebounds on 1 of 7 shooting from the field in 16 minutes and 21 seconds. Regardless of off nights from Darrington and Carmon, Glass City had one of their best offensive outputs as a team, as 6 different Wranglers scored in double figures. In 40 minutes and 13 seconds, point guard Francisco Santiago Jr. notched 14 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals on 5 of 11 shooting. Not to be outdone, center Darnell Rushton was excellent in his 5th start of the season, posting a season-best 13 points and 9 rebounds on 6 of 13 shooting in just 21 minutes and 4 seconds. Succeeding his game-winning skyhook versus West Virginia on April 1st, backup center Jonathan Brown managed to add 10 points and 2 boards on 5 of 7 shooting, while small forward Marlon Sierra finished with 10 points and 4 rebounds in 20 minutes and 28 seconds. Finally, power forward Marlon Sierra Jr. recorded a 10-point, 15-rebound double-double in 32 minutes and 4 seconds. As initially mentioned multiple times on TBL News, the pod, and TBL News, the video pod, rebounding has been a significant weakness for Glass City this season. At the 2023 All-Star break, Glass City averaged just 39.6 rebounds per game, 9.7 offensive rebounds per game, and 31.6 defensive rebounds, with league ranks of 31st, 42nd, and 25th, respectively. In their first game after the break, however, the Wranglers made sure to crash the glass against Flint, recording 56 total rebounds and 18 offensive rebounds, both season highs. Behind Sierra's game-high 13 boards, Rushton, Santiago Darrington, and point guard Clemmy Owens V all crashed the glass with success on Sunday. After enjoying a blistering start to the 2023 TBL season, highlighted by a career-high 38-point outing versus Lebanon, Michael Bruce has endured a serious scoring slump as of late. Following a season-low 19-point outing versus Lebanon on Friday, Bruce proceeded to score just 12 points on 5 of 13 shooting from the field and 2 of 7 shooting from downtown in 33 minutes and 3 seconds. In spite of this, Bruce still managed to add a game-high 13 boards, 3 assists, and 2 blocks, even as a 6'3", 180-pound small forward. Similar to Darrington, Bruce's teammates did take on a greater amount of the scoring load after having a lackluster scoring performance on Thursday. First and foremost, point guard Cameron Carpenter notched a game-high 22 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal on 9 of 16 shooting in 35 minutes. Meanwhile, starting center Tommy McCune also played well on Saturday, finishing with 10 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal on 5 of 13 shooting in 39 minutes and 15 seconds. Similarly, 6-man shooting guard Tyree Keys added 10 points and 4 rebounds in 28 minutes and 14 seconds, while center Dayron Scott posted a 10-point, 12-rebound double-double, his first of the season. As shown by the game's final score, both Glass City and Flint struggled to ignite their usually explosive offenses. As a team, the Wranglers shot 39.5% from the field, 26.9% from downtown, and 48.3% from the free-throw line. For comparison, Flint shot 43% from the field, 18.8% from three-point range, and 87.5% from the charity stripe, corresponding to season low point totals by both teams. At the start of the third quarter, the Wranglers led the United 39-33, but Flint would take a 45-44 lead behind a 12-5 scoring run with 7:43 remaining. Once Glass City retained a 51-49 lead with 4:35 left, the Wranglers would finish the third quarter on an 11-8 scoring run to start the fourth quarter with a 62-57 advantage. Once the fourth quarter started, Glass City's offense was on point, converting on 6 of their first field goal attempts to expand their lead to 79-68 over Flint with 5:52 showing on the clock. Flint would make the ending of the game interesting, scoring 13 of the game's next 21 points to get within 6 points of Glass City, but Owens V sank both free throws with 16 seconds left to seal the Wranglers' 8-point win, their largest margin of victory this season. Now, in spite of suffering their 4th straight loss and 3rd straight loss to Upper Midwest opponents, Flint will have an opportunity to avenge their defeat on Sunday, April 23rd, as the United are set to rematch the Wranglers at Bollinger Fieldhouse. Tip-off for next Sunday's game is scheduled for 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Before then, Glass City will match up with Kokomo, 9-2, first in the Upper Midwest, on Sunday, April 16th, in the 4th edition of Ice Darrington versus Derek Hawk Hawthorne, which will begin at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. After securing their 8-point win over Flint on Thursday, Glass City was back in action on Sunday against the Kokomo Bobcats, the current first place holders of the Upper Midwest Division. Now, due to a ferocious 9-point comeback by the Bobcats in the fourth quarter, they narrowly defeated Glass City 105-103 at Owens Community College on April 16th. In doing so, Kokomo retains first place in the Upper Midwest after losing to Medora on Friday and Glass City defeating Flint on Saturday. While the Bobcats are now 4-0 against the Wranglers this season, Sunday's total was much closer than expected, coming down to the final seconds. At the start of the fourth quarter, Glass City led Kokomo 85-82 and would expand the lead to 9 points, 91-82, after a 6-0 scoring run in just 52 seconds of play. The Bobcats would manage to use a 6-2 scoring run to get within 1 point of the Wranglers, and later took a 95-94 point lead with a smooth floater by small forward Johnny Griffin Jr. out of the pick and roll. After Griffin Jr. made another tough layup to extend Kokomo's lead to 100-97 with 2:48 remaining, Glass City superstar point guard Chris Darrington sank a deep catch-and-shoot three-pointer from point guard Marlon Sierra to tie the game at 100. Over the next minute and 12 seconds of the fourth quarter, or 72 seconds for that matter, Glass City and Kokomo traded baskets and were knotted up at 103-103 with just 58 seconds left. After Darrington launched another deep three-pointer, Bobcat small forward Tremont Fudgemore grabbed the rebound, only to be fouled by Darrington. Amid a passionate Wranglers fan base at Owens Community College, Moore calmly sank both free throws to put the Bobcats up 105-103 with 20 seconds showing on the clock. Succeeding the inbound pass from Sierra, Darrington dribbled the basketball up the court and was immediately double-teamed after entering a pick and roll with Sierra. As a result, Darrington passed the ball to six-man Alex Heath, who was wide open at the right wing of the three-point line. All told, Heath's game-winning attempt bounced off the back rim, sealing the Wranglers' first loss of the season in a one-possession game where they were formerly 6-0, the best mark in the TBL. Following a season-low 17-point performance versus Flint on Saturday, Darrington rebounded on Sunday, recording a team-high 27 points, 1 rebound, and 5 assists on 10 of 17 shooting from the field and 4 of 10 shooting from three-point range in 35 minutes even. After winning the 2022 TBL Rookie of the Year award, Darrington has continued his ascension in play this season, averaging an impressive 31.2 points per game, third in the TBL, 4.4 rebounds per game, 5.0 assists per game, and 1.3 steals per game on 47.6 shooting from the field, 38.2% shooting from downtown, and 83.2% from the charity stripe. Similar to their 89 81 win over the United on Saturday, Glass City had other Wranglers play a significant scoring role against Kokomo. To clarify, center Darnell Rushton notched his first double-double of the season, posting a season-high 14 points and 11 rebounds on an efficient 7 of 10 shooting clip from the field in 28 minutes and 52 seconds. Furthermore, mid-season free agent signing Clemmy Owens V recorded a season-high 12 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and 2 steals on 5 of 11 shooting in 25 minutes and 37 seconds. Finally, shooting guard Anthony Carmon compiled a full stat line of 10 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals on 3 of 5 shooting in 17 minutes and 7 seconds, rounding out the only Wranglers to score in double figures. In spite of this, 5 of Glass City's 6 remaining players in the rotation scored 6+ points the first time this season. To clarify, shooting guard Francisco Santiago Jr., small forward Chance Hawkins, and power forward Marlon Sierra all scored 8 points respectively, while small forward Marlon Moore Jr. finished with 6 points and 5 rebounds in 22 minutes and 22 seconds. Unlike any of their prior 3 losses to Kokomo this season, Glass City crashed the glass with clear success on Sunday. Matter of fact, the Wranglers out-rebounded the Bobcats 36-34 and on defensive rebounds 24-22, in addition to matching Kokomo on offensive rebounds at 12 apiece. The improved rebounding versus Kokomo comes just one day after controlling the boards versus Flint, where Glass City led on total rebounds 56-49 and offensive rebounds 18-6, along with 6 different Wranglers posting 4+ rebounds, including a game-high 15 boards from Sierra. As through the entire 2023 TBL season, small forward Derek Hawk Hawthorne has been excellent for Kokomo and yet again was on Sunday, scoring a game-high 29 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists on 8 of 15 shooting in 38 minutes. Similar to Darrington, Hawthorne has continued to play at an MVP level this season, averaging 26.5 points per game, 4.7 rebounds per game, 3.2 assists per game, and 1.5 steals per game on 44.9%, 38.7%, and 82.5% shooting splits in 12 starts. Outside of Hawthorne, 4 other Bobcats scored in double figures in the 2-point win. Point guard Larry Plummer notched 15 points and 5 boards in 39 minutes and 58 seconds, albeit on 5 of 14 shooting. Small forward Edward Oliver Hampton, former 2023 TBL All-Star, recorded 8 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists in 31 minutes and 10 seconds. Small forward Martrellian Gibson recorded 11 points and 2 rebounds on an efficient 5 of 7 mark from the field in 28 minutes and 4 seconds. Finally, Moore finished with 14 points, 8 boards, and 2 assists in 40 minutes and 45 seconds. Succeeding their loss to Kokomo, Glass City will begin a 3-game stint on Wednesday, April 19th, in the first game of a 2-game set versus the West Virginia Grind, 1-5, 7th in the Upper Midwest at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Later, the Grind will play the Wranglers once again 2 days later at West Virginia State University before facing the Flint United, 3-9, 5th in the Upper Midwest on Sunday, April 23rd at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The Bobcats will also play 3 games next week, starting with a bout versus the Newfoundland Rogues on Thursday, April 20th at Kokomo Memorial Gymnasium at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. From the TBL News Desk, I'm Brad Smith, signing off.